Guys, James here today and welcome back to another Sims 4 building video. So this one is a little different in the fact that I actually lost the original build footage of this, and I did mention this over in my Sims 4 Parenthood Let's Play that I built this a long time ago, and you've actually been able to see it in the background of that Let's Play for a while, but because I lost the build footage I never really finished it until now. So this video is only furnishing, so if furnishing is not your thing, although a lot of people seem to love it, I seem to still struggle with it, but I do my best from time to time. But yeah, so furnishing is not your thing, then this is probably not the video to watch. But you know what? Listen to it anyway, because I'm going to have great stories to tell. Cool. Yeah, so this is the second of the, I guess, pristine looking homes in this neighborhood. So if you don't know, in this little area, this is where I'm doing my Let's Play for The Sims 4 Parenthood, and the family that I'm playing in that is very quirky. They have a home that's almost like a hoarder's house, and it's just been pieced together. Like, they keep doing renovations, they keep slapping bits under the house. It's really messy, it's really crazy, and it's really fun. Really, really cool. I would suggest you watching the video, if you haven't already, for the build video of that, the quirky house. It's great. But anyway, the idea is the rest of the houses in the neighborhood are, you know, your standard, almost, yeah, your standard pristine looking houses. You know, the one we did before was literally called Perfect Family Home. This one's called Cozy Family Home, I think. Maybe I changed it. I don't know. There's a lot of family homes in the title. But yeah, this is a family home. So if you're wondering, I believe it's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So you have the double bedroom upstairs and then 2 singles. Although one of the bedrooms does have a double bed in it as well, but it's kind of like pushed against the wall. So it's really meant for one sim. So the layout on this one's kind of interesting. We have the main hallway at the front with the stairs on the left, and then it goes straight through to a dining room, which is it's interesting. That's the first thing you see when you look through the house, but that's just the way it was built. So that's the way it is. And I think it turned out all right. I think the crowning jewel of this home is probably the living room. That's the thing that I'm most pleased with, because I feel like everything else I kind like this plot of land was a bit smaller than I had realized. Obviously, when I originally built this, I was like, yeah, we'll do all this. It'll be great. But then when it came to furnishing, I realized this was actually quite a small little space, especially for the kitchen that I'm trying to do here. And you'll see that I play around with it a lot just to try and get it to work. In the end, it ends up being like a little galley kitchen, which is fine, but it's just not as big or as grand as I would have liked. But I guess it's okay because it fits the style of home. It's not like some modern contemporary home anyway, with a big open plan layout and everything like that. So I think it fits the style, so it's all right. But, you know, I think it could have been better if we had a bit more space, but there's literally no more room. I guess we could have... No, I don't even know what we could have done. I guess we could have expanded the house out backward, but then it would have just made it longer rather than wider. We need width more than anything. Width. That's what we need. Yeah, so we've got 2 more homes to do in this area. I think one of the other lots is quite small as well, because it's just in Willow Creek. And then one of them is quite large. I think it's like a 40 by 30 or something. So one of the homes can be a little bit bigger than the others, which should be quite exciting. And we'll probably end up doing maybe like a swimming pool in that one or something, have a really nice garden and all that. So that could be quite fun. So we'll do a few more of those coming soon to a YouTube channel near you. And by that, I mean this channel. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, so you can say I did actually spend quite a long time actually deciding where I was happy with all the kitchen placement. And I think one of the other things that made it a little bit difficult is the windows, because they are single windows but centered on 2 tiles. So it just made it look weird when I tried to put in a stove or something over on that side of the kitchen, because it was like half behind a window or half in front of a window, half not. And I'd rather either be fully in front of a window or fully not. So it kind of looked weird on that side. So I put the stove on the other side, had the sink on that side with the fridge. And I think that was okay. And I was going to extend the counters all the way down that wall, but I thought it looked kind of weird when you look through the archway and if you saw the counters there. I don't know. It just didn't seem right. And really, quite frankly, I don't think that, well, just this whole layout, it was a bit of a strange layout to work with, but because I'd already built it and done all that, I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it. Past me knew what was up. Or maybe he didn't. I don't think he did, but I'm doing my best. So I think for the other homes, we'll have to do some nice, like, stately home. It can't be too big though, just because, well, to be fair, like, this area is not like a super... It's not like a wealthy area of Willow Creek anyway. This is supposed to be the cheap starter area, but we're sort of building all these nicer, like, more prominent houses here than the ones that are in the surrounding area. So we don't want to do it overdo it, but I guess we'll have to do some nice semi-stately, maybe like a McMansion kind of thing, where it's like, oh, we got this house that looks so great, but it's actually not that big. Whoops, that's my phone. Yeah, but it's actually not that big in the end. Maybe we'll do something like that. I think because there was a lot of good suggestions in the last build video of the types of houses that we should do. So I think I've got some good suggestions to work with. So that should be a bit of fun. So living room. Yeah, I actually really like this living room. It turned out really nicely in the end. So we have, I was playing around with colors a little bit, but then I actually thought keeping it the sort of really light, almost airy kind of color palette with just like the light blues. Actually, it kind of looks more like, it's like a light blue / lilac-y color on the walls. I can't really tell. Maybe it's my monitor. It's also light shining on. Maybe it's a bit of a gray, bluish gray kind of color. Anyway, I thought that with like the wooden, like the sort of more warm tone wooden floors looked really nice with like the white fluffy rug and all that. So I was like, all right, well, we'll keep like all the items quite simple in terms of colors, but I think it looks really nice in the end, and it is my favorite room. So I think it worked. I think it did work. And then we did have this weird spot over here though, near the front of the living room there, where it's got the door, the back door, and the archway to the dining room and the hallway and all that. So I was like, I don't really have anything to put there, so I decided to put it in a chess table, which I don't think I use all that often, because quite frankly, not many people actually have that in their homes. Although, I mean, some people do, but usually if you're going to have a chessboard, it'd probably be like a folding chessboard that you just unfold when you want to play chess, is usually what people have. Not like a dedicated table to it. Although, I mean, like I said, some people do. Not that common though. But I didn't know what else to put there, because I was thinking we could do like a keyboard, but we did that in the last house. So I didn't want to repeat the exact same thing, because that just becomes a little bit silly, really, if all the houses have the same thing. Now the bathroom is kind of designed in a way that's supposed to be a little bit modernized, I guess. And having a bit of fun with the colors, as we've got this like sort of gray wood in there, and then some nice tiles around the shower, and then these gray sort of slate colored tiles on the floor as well, which I thought was quite nice. So you got like sort of the whites and the grays, which keeping it classy, you know, not too crazy, but not too bland either. Not just all white, which I thought would be a bit much. So we darkened it up a little bit, made it look a little bit nicer. Now, also, I still haven't chosen everyone yet. Well, actually, I haven't chosen anyone yet, because I'm going to be putting families in this home and the one we built last time, and the other ones that we built for this neighborhood, to sort of fill out this little area. And they're supposed to be, you know, the stereotypical perfect family, you know, like they're all really smart, all really talented, really preppy, like that kind of look. And so we've got a hashtag to do that. So if you want to create families to live in these homes, I'll be putting them in my Let's Play, and use hashtag perfect sim supply fam. Which I came up with that hashtag during a Let's Play, so that's why it's not the best hashtag. But if you do that, I'll be searching that in the next couple of days or so, and I'll be populating these homes with some of your families. So that should be pretty cool. So this one in particular, if you're making a family for this one, probably 4 Sims, well, up maximum of 4 Sims. Well, you could do 5, I guess, but there'd be 2 couples then in that case if there's 5. I guess you could also redesign it a little bit, but ideally a maximum of 4, because you could have 2 parents, or you could have a single parent and then 2 kids. That would work, because there's like, yeah, you could do kids, teens, not toddlers, because this house is not really toddler ready, so probably forego that. But like child, teen, young adults, elders, all that kind of stuff. Should work pretty fine, I think. Yeah, that'd be okay. So just that sort of combination, probably max of 4. You could get away with 5. You could do 5 by having like a partner for like the teenager or something. They could, for some reason, be living in the home. Or it could, I guess you could have, you know, parents and then maybe a young adult child that's living there with their partner or something. I don't know. Like, there's a way to do it. Although like the second double bedroom is more themed for a teenager rather than a young adult. But I guess it could be a really young adult. Maybe they've just gone to college and they're like, yeah, I'm looking pretty cool, bro. I wonder if they're going to do like university in Sims 4. I was just thinking that they haven't done university yet. No, they haven't. I was like, have they? No. I'm thinking, I don't know. Recently I've been getting really confused with what's in what Sims game. Because I couldn't remember. This was in, I think, the Sims Medieval that I was playing recently. I couldn't remember if the Sims 3 had witches and that or not. I was like, did I have it? I can't remember. Because I was remembering the Sims 2 that they had in Apartment Life. They brought witches and wizards and all that. But I couldn't remember in Sims 3. But then then yeah, the people said yeah, in the Supernatural expansion pack, and that's one expansion pack for The Sims 3 that I never really liked or ever really played. I don't know. I just don't like supernatural stuff. It's just not my thing. And it was one I never really played. And then I never really played Generations either. And whenever I go back to Sims 3 and people are like, why don't you just do this? I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, it's actually kind of impressive that there's like still things that, not impressive, that's probably the wrong word. It's kind of exciting. There's still things in The Sims 3 that I've never played. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I don't know why I never did. I think it was just because back in the day I was more about, I did way more builds back then, and my favorite was definitely Island Paradise, building and running resorts. Like you're just running a hotel. Like that's awesome. I had so much fun with that pack. Man, I want to play it again right now. But I also don't because I've been doing like builds in The Sims 3 recently. Like it's so laggy, that game, man. Like it is the performance is atrocious of that game. It really is. It's painful to play after playing The Sims 4. But it's like you trade in performance of The Sims 4 for like the sort of build mode customization, obviously with colors and patterns and then terrain tools and all that kind of stuff. But you suffer with performance and lag. And I'll tell you what, it makes me so frustrated, but it's also a lot of fun. But it just takes so much longer to do anything because of it. Anyway, bedroom. So this is just a child's bedroom. I didn't really theme it for any particular sort of child. I kind of just put in a little bit of everything. Actually, I guess, no, I kind of did because I put in like nail polish in that, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, no, I mean, I guess a boy could do that. Why not? Yeah, you know what? It's for anyone. I mean, because to be fair, like that's what I started off doing anyway. I was like kind of just theming it for whoever wants to be there because we got skateboards on the wall. Like that could be anyone. And then there's just toys around the room. And then, yeah, it's just a little bit of anyone, a little toy chest. But I guess the nail polish and maybe the love heart bear maybe leans towards more of a girl. But, you know, that's stereotypes. That could be anyone, let's be honest. In this day and age, I think we can all accept if a boy wants that, he can do it. You know, he can do it. I don't know why we're getting into this discussion now. I feel like I've gone too far down that road. But yeah, no. So child's room, we've got teen's room as you saw, and then just a regular double bedroom. And then in the garden here, just doing the fence. Like so. Looking quite good. Just a standard fence. I was going to use the fence from Toddler Stuff because I actually do like that fence. But I also didn't want to use a fence from Toddler Stuff because it's Toddler Stuff and I really don't like that pack. In case you didn't see my review, you should check it out. Anyway, here's the house. There's the front of it. So it's supposed to be like a really standard kind of looking home, just some sort of American house kind of thing. Just a nice suburban home is the idea. Quite pristine garden. Doesn't have the perfectly mown lawn like the other house down the street. Oh, actually, I did forget, and the astute of you may have noticed that there is no bin, like exterior bin or post box. So apologies for that. When you place this house, I did notice that the postbox spawns inside the house, inside the front door. So you'll want to move that, and you'll probably want to add a bin outside as well. So yeah, that's my bad. Sorry about that, guys. It seems to be my common traits. Yeah, living room. Absolutely love it. I think that is the reason you want to get this house. Is I think the living space is beautiful. Really, really love it. But if you do want to download this, it is on the Sims 4 gallery. You can click the link in the description down below to go download it that way. Or if you go in game, you can search for the hashtag The Sim Supply, or go to my Origin ID, which is The Sim Supply as well. The same as my YouTube username, just without the spaces. You'll find it that way. It's on my profile. You can grab it from there. Keeping all the other rooms, I kept them all pretty simple because they're supposed to be neat and tidy, except for this sort of teens room. Got clothes on the floor, there's a bed, I got the computer, keyboard, and guitar. They're a bit musical by the looks of it, so I thought that was a bit fun. Got movie posters all over the place as well, but there is the layout of the house. But thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll be doing more build videos soon, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure to check out a bunch of my other builds. There's a lot of them now. At least hundreds of videos. No, maybe not hundreds. At least over 100 videos combining Sims 3 and 4 builds. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next time, and have an awesome day.